Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys? Stick with Burkowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with 1 case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick and you'll get roasted.
I'm praying that
They
those
really
prints
pushed you
come
through
through
quick, didn't they?
so I can nail that
6
son of
years
a
on
bitch.
patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
For your song and dance right now.
Canary says he'll sing, but only if I guarantee he walks.
Bukowski, get over here.
He ran the light on
Not
Olympic,
right
and we
now.
finally collared him on Temple.
Can you drive to this one? You know this place?
Sure. Near the old gasworks and signal depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct. So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps.
Are we friends now, Bukowski?
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
I grew up in San...
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stiff.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
You giving me the hi-hat?
Get back here, Phelps. We're not done yet. Keep searching.
Always the same two of you find. How about you?
Brand name might give us
Got a
something to
mystery
go
sample
on.
waiting at the lab. Practical jokers say it's contaminated soil. My guess, it's a big lump of shit.
Happier times, I guess. "32 years old, married, sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?" Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it. Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
No good to me.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood. Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
The wallet by the car, was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
You're behind the wheel.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Circumstantial. This isn't what we're looking for. This doesn't pertain to the case. Seems irrelevant. Probably nothing.
Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a vice.
I'm going to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, the occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address. Not much help. Not sure this means much. This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
This must be Adrian's. Stencil. So the glasses are a match. To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting. A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house. separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here? No use leaving the thing half finished. That can't be right. No, that won't work. So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
I'm all right now, detectives.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They look terrible.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Grab the phone. R&I could run down an address for Kavanaugh's in no time.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks for your help. You drive. I need to go over the case notes. You can drive. I'm sorry, madam. Police officer, I need your car.
Is this legal, officer?
You know the way. You can drive.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
know you.
No, you don't.
Goddamn waitress.
Looking for someone?
Root beers all around, doll.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
I love these waitresses. Everyone's a doll.
Frank Morgan?
Who's that?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it! Or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
You got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps. Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Cole, we've got things to do.
Wow, that sure looks like a beauty.
See that every day.
Looking for a policeman.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving. What are we waiting for?
Apartment 2.
Help you, gentlemen?
LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from LA. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and hit him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now. It's over,
Stop
Adrian.
Right there, Adrian.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for, that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
Get moving, Ralph.
When I'm done. Look at this junk. It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Maybe if... No.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
I doubt it.
Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in 2nd year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering around.
You went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
incidental. Doesn't look like anything. Nope.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself. The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
Don't think this is going to help us.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Nothing significant.
How you doing, Cole? Found it yet?
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893. Two rounds fired, and instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy. We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here. Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much. You can drive.
Officer needs help at 103.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Well, that wasn't so hard, was it? Schroeder, apartment 2.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
That was a Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm going to take a look around. List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
I guess well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identified, code 3.
I'll use the shotgun.
We'll take that. It's only a couple
Shotgun.
blocks from 14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised,
And
suspects are armed
machine
and
gun.
dangerous.
Roger KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
I'm gonna try eventually. I'm gonna try for the at least 30,000.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
In order to get all the weapons, which is extremely rare. Okay.
Find some cover!
Your move, mister. Come get me. You can keep that,
Okay. Let's get the next one.
Weapons on the... Ralph, with me.
Come
I'll
on.
do mine. Put your weapons down and your hands...
I got you covered.
Stay down.
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
Give it up, chump. I know you're there.
It's not what I'm trying to do, damn it. Okay.
Why is nobody covering me?
Your move, mister. Come get me.
Stay in cover.
Shot me. Keep that, you fucker.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
If that's it.
Lieutenant
No,
Hopkins says
that's okay.
anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. Glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
There's no 5-star on this. I'm gonna move to something else. Screw this stuff. Nope. Okay, that was 5-star. I have to bounce back and forth, so I'll go to Marriage Made in Heaven. I have to go PlayStation 3 for the consulate car. Look on YouTube. Where is it? Okay, that's that. Marriage Made in Heaven. Let's do it that way. Alright, there, the golden butterfly. Okay, there's a Marriage Made in Heaven in the strategy guide. I can't believe the patrolmen don't give you the 5 stars. That's retarded. I'm going through them all, too. Page 6. Page 10, basics.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Guy
Okay,
gave his
now I
wife
got
a
the
tap. I said
45.
all's fair in love and war. Straight through the red light. Said she never saw it.
Let's do this marriage made in heaven.
That's that guy.
Alright, location. Try for all 5 stars.
You're behind the wheel.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges.
I'm
and
gonna
Rodriguez
turn on
might do time.
PlayStation 3.
I'll speak to the DA.
I'll
She's
do the
suffering
conflict
enough.
card next.
I don't know, Cole.
And then
She's
I
an
have
easy
to
make,
switch
and the
back
DA
and
likes
forth.
convictions.
I'll convince.
That's what I'm gonna do right now. Well, it's gonna be sitting there waiting. Go to Jill Valentine. So that's why I'm sitting there waiting. Signing in to YouTube. The conflict car.
Detectives!
Alright, here we go. We gotta check everything. Let's do this.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the
Didn't
area?
play this on
The only one with
PlayStation
anything
3.
useful to contribute is the young lady
I'll
over there.
explain
She lives above the bar. Name is
the
Shannon
triangle,
No,
the X,
it's not a stage
and the
name.
square.
24 years old. She left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
I'll investigate
so?
everything.
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Even stuff that don't belong, because there is a trophy for 95%. So I'll have to walk at everything. Now I know there's a knife in the thing, so I'll check that out. Yep, I'll get this out first. Magnify.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
Good look at A.
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Okay. We got that.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Now.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
It's all yours, Detective.
Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Here we go.
Phelps, you should
Use
take
the
a look at
right
the body.
left
Poor
arm.
guy didn't stand a chance.
Patterson has life insurance. We can notify next of kin.
Funny money. Haha.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest
Interview,
wound? Isn't that
Sherry.
inconsistent?
Report
Very
X.
common in auto injuries.
Mean
Look for a
true
car with a
or
prominent
good
foot
cop.
ornament. Those things are killers.
Okay, let's go in and review this goofy bitch. Hey, goofy bitch, come here.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner,
Fucking
Detective Bukowski.
NPC. Okay, the first one is eyewitness.
Can you tell us
truth.
what happened?
Well,
The eyewitness
I
report.
came to the window
X.
because I heard people arguing
Good
downstairs.
cop or true. It'll say good cop or X, which is true.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the
Subject-
street.
Subject vehicle description.
What kind of
It
car
is
was it?
X,
A
good
dark
cop
red Lincoln
or true.
Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first
Okay.
3 letters, I'm afraid.
Argument overhead.
3C8.
It's doubt, which is square.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman. That's all.
Now this will be good, bad cop, square, or doubt.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers.
Then the
I'd
interview
like to
too
get my
with the
picture in the
bartender.
paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
Now there is a
People
trophy
arguing?
for 90%.
They were husband and wife. I could
95%
tell by what she was
of all
yelling.
clues
Intimate
throughout the whole game.
Very
So you
embarrassing
have
for
to
the
hit
man.
every fracking clue there is.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really
And there
think
is
so?
one with the maximum level,
I
which
hope
is
you find
20.
that driver and put him away.
There's nothing you could do about that. All right, here we go.
Certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
This is Dewey.
Give it a rest,
Dooley or
Bukowski.
Dooley Lynch.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
We're going to go
I'll take
in
the bartender. You work
Yep.
the rest of the room. I'm Detective Phelps of the LA.
I gotta look at the newspaper.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Hit and
Nothing
run
much.
incident
Hired help.
is
I run the
square,
place when the owner ain't around.
doubt, or bad cop.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson home.
Okay, this will be the, like I said, hit and run.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Okay, now this will be bad cop, doubt, which is square.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight.
Topic,
The owner made him take it
association
outside.
with the victim,
It's pretty ugly.
which will be true, X good cop.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Okay.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Overhead.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his
doubt.
wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
Argument overhead in the bar is doubt.
A witness overheard
Square.
an argument.
Bad cop.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Now I gotta read it. Bad cop.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close.
Now I gotta
Talking
chase
about
this
opening a
damn
bar.
Leroy.
car to foot.
Leroy Sabo, the
Oh
owner.
my God, I gotta push the button so fast and then jump. Oh, joint business, which would be square doubt.
How long have Lorna and
Bad
Leroy
cop.
been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Bullshit.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you
Oh,
gonna
if
tell
you're a
me, or
bartender,
do we
you
have
know
to start
everybody's
playing
life.
rough?
That's for sure.
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Now I gotta look at the
Is
newspaper.
Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching
Okay,
Lester and
newspaper.
Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Better investigate the whole bar too.
Come in.
Need all the clues I
Have
can
a
get
seat.
my hands on. Get that trophy. 95% of the clues
How are you finding working at the clinic?
throughout the whole game.
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more...
They add up more bullshit to this fucking
Treatment
game.
can unfortunately
I can't
be
stand
very
Crash
long.
Bandicoot. That time,
So many
if
of the
you didn't play
patients are
Crash on the
addicts,
old
Doctor.
games,
Many of
then
them
you don't
have
know
been
what I'm
for
talking
years,
about.
Courtney.
Speedrun
past,
is bullshit.
People were condemned to sanatoriums. We can reveal the root of the problem. Then we
I
have a
ran through
chance to
Crash
help.
Bandicoot 2
And
like it wasn't nothing
until then,
100%.
they stay sedated?
Now the remake,
Do I detect a hint of
yeah,
reproach, Courtney?
make me laugh.
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
No.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
All right,
How is it
there
possible
we go.
to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Okay, now let's investigate the whole damn bar. If there's anything.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Suspect's license plate.
Phelps,
Sheldon
1247.
resident.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's going to be car to foot too.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
A lot of damage. I'm not going to see 5-star on that bitch. Okay, here we go. Location. Which one they want me to go to first? Sheldon and Patterson.
evidence?
I'm gonna steal this car.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Well, this is a frickin' chase. Here we go.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Chasing him in
That
a hurry.
coward thinks he can run from everything.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
You shouldn't have been there, goofball.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
Come on, let's go, let's go. I gotta do $150,000 worth of damage for a trophy. Why don't you shoot the bastard?
He's heading into the station. Go on, get after him.
Hold it right there, Shelton!
Next time, you're mine.
Got the trophy. Got that trophy, motherfucker.
How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
Next will be the Patterson residence.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Leave the coroner and the paperwork. Procedure can wait. We should probably go speak to the wife and let her know what's happening.
Okay. You become
Not
all
so
part of the
hasty.
prospect of
Trophy.
paperwork.
Gotcha.
You know the way. You can drive.
Oh, there's one that says a Hollywood sign. You guys shoot out the old entire sign.
So the wife was there when
for
it
a
happened
trophy.
and left the scene.
Okay.
Right.
Interview.
That's pretty unusual behavior.
Patterson. And you gotta go to the morgue. That's alright, I'm already set up for the other ones. We gotta switch back and forth. Let's see. It will be The Fallen Idol and Golden Butterfly.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in.
Just gotta remember how to get the damn guns out of the trunk. Good questions.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car.
Oh,
and
you
now
got
he's
that
dead.
for hand Leroy, so I'm gonna run and jump.
You don't
on that
appear to be too
motherfucker
upset about the fact.
for the trophy.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister?
Hit and run incident.
I think
Square
it's about
doubt.
time you left. I have someone here.
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. Turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't
Okay.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Hit and run incident.
How did the
Square
car come to
doubt.
hit Lester?
Bad cop.
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Okay, square bad cop.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a
HF
hot rod.
argument.
He was
Square
yelling
doubt.
at me.
Bad
He was
cop.
yelling at the whole world. Kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing.
And it's triangle. Lie.
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily
And
get the full
lie
story from the
is
regulars in the bar.
Insurance letter.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get him the
Some of
stake.
these
That was the
videos I
proposition
can't
he was putting
stand.
to his
They
so-called
just play it and
buddies.
don't say
so
nothing.
maybe I was a little
I'll
angrier
talk.
than usual.
Even though I have
Let's
6
just say I took exception
headsets.
to his idea.
Partner with the relationship.
The bartender
That's a
said that
lie.
you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
That's a
Being
lie.
economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up a little, man?
Yes, I will. With the insurance letter, you fucking bitch.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000
Call
payout.
about the
It was
autopsy
Leroy's idea.
results.
Lester lived on the edge. He was
Yeah.
always getting into fights, crack games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
I think I gotta shoot
We're
this
leaving,
bastard in
ma'am.
the fucking
Sorry
head.
for your loss.
Well, I'm
I can
gonna
see
try
what
to
a tough time
tackle
you're
him
having.
before he gets there. Give me the fucking phone. Where's the phone? Out of the way, you stupid AI motherfucker bitch.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages?
detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately.
Okay.
Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Yep.
Thank you.
He was stabbed. When you work off a strategy guide, you're fine. Nothing they can say or do. Change his outfit. Sharpshooter. That's golden boy. I didn't do that right, did I? Yeah, I did.
You can drive.
I'll do a stream with all of them. All landmarks. Now I'm gonna jump in this ambulance because alright, let's go in the morgue.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report,
okay,
and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
It may not be relevant, but it's what.
I don't think this is any use to us.
It's a clue. That's the way you gotta do this. We have to get all the clues. Okay. You
what the hell?
Shut up, NPC. Suck my cock, you filthy bastard.
I swear, this town's going straight to hell.
Oh, go fuck yourself. You no good son of a bitch. You're a retarded bastard. You fracking NPC.
Can you drive to this one?
Okay, now I got all that. After I get this motherfucker. Yep. Ready to run.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
Get ready to run, motherfucker.
It was Leroy's idea.
Run, bitch.
Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
Get the fuck out of the way.
He's in the bedroom.
Come on, you fucking whore.
Very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand jury.
Nice of you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear,
Running,
telling me
bitch.
how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning.
How to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
you
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake!
It's too late, Sabo. Sabo, stop or I will shoot. Last chance to surrender, Sabo.
Oh, brother.
You want to...
Fucking asked for it.
Help me!
Headshot.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Gotta get the consulate car. Now I gotta get out of this. SUL. consulate car will be 5 stars when I'm done.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. DR is one Oswald Jacobs, says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going. Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. DR is one Oswald Jacobs, says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Well, now the consulate car, I'm switching back and forth.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. We catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world. You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out.
Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle?
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
We got a call about an event.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Empty.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse. He must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value.
Goddamned if his clothes weren't covered in...
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs. Phelps, badge 1247.
Yes, sir.
How can I help, Detective?
Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thanks, ma'am.
You better see what this Jacobs guy has to say. The car was dumped in his backyard after.
Jacobs? That's right. What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs? Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on. I can understand that. You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back. Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs? Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyway.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyway, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
That's good
Using
cop.
the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing.
True.
I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
I'll call the cops. So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican. You speak Spanish, sir? No, I do not. After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car? After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car. You went out to the car. Once they were gone.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
You had to take a look for yourself. I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing. Tell me about the car they were driving. It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number. You look like the kind of guy who notices details. You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
Wait, did you see them take? They looked old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
Right.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Yeah, I'm trying to 5-star, so I gotta go to YouTube back and forth.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Well, all right.
Thank you for your help,
Mr.
Mr. Jacobs.
4 out of 4.
You can speak to Officer Thibault
correct.
about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
Well, how about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Okay, let's walk up and get it.
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate.
John
I'll
Madison
run
is
John
actually
Madsen
John
by R&I.
John Marston, actually.
Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what the hell they're doing on YouTube now.
So what did you take, Jacobs? You want my partner to pat you down? I found a notebook in the glove compartment.
It's the only reason why he's not walking.
It's on the chair on my porch. Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement. When you get the car out of the way, if you could come back and do something about those kids.
After this, I think I'll stop streaming and go to bed. Come on, YouTube.
Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
$1947. Okay.
Wake up, Cole.
Okay, he's going back to the phone.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now.
Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Matson. Sorry to disturb you. Messages, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks for your help.
Okay, I'll see where he's going next.
Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
We can visit the Packard dealership or head back to Central and interview this Valdez character. Your call.
Yeah, I'm gonna see which way they're going on YouTube. I'm on.
Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded? Yes, sir, Detective. We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll leave the report back at the station.
Now, where's he going? Okay, he's going to the dealership.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Not your favorite cases? You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model four-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
Well, I can't say as I blame.
Okay, here we go.
We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do.
That's not right. Wrong size. One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4. No good. We need diplomatic plates. If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Oh, shit.
This doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. If you don't mind, we have a few questions. Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know how this?
I don't know, Valdez. The embassy bought the car. If you boys are going to stand around all day, maybe you could black some tires.
And I know a shyster.
Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
And I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Me and Valdez? I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me.
We found your contact details in Valdez's notebook. He had to be calling you for something, Dewey.
Okay. So I met Valdez in a bar. We cut a deal and he bought the car through the embassy. I cut him some change on the side. It happens all the time.
It's nothing personal. Just doing my job. You understand that? We found your contact details in Valdez's notebook. He had to be calling you for something, Dewey.
Okay. So I met Valdez in a bar. We cut a deal and he bought the car through the embassy. I cut him some change on the side. It happens all the time.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. Sure as hell isn't here.
Address.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. Sure as hell isn't here.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come. 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards to steal anything the minute your back is turned.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs. They have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. Time to visit Gabriel Delgado. See how good his excuse is.
Son, we'll sign some papers. Then that baby's yours.
You know the way. You can drive.
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Are you the senior officer I requested?
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
He ran the light out.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez, Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Bought a Packard?
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers, or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Tell that to the Argentine taxpayers. Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how...
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
Good idea who stole the car. Don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled boy from the car dealers.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you a madman? This will cause an international incident.
Danny, Ben, Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Gabriel, spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy. I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General.
Let's nail this kid Delgado and wrap this thing up.
We'll be in touch, Consul General. Let's nail this kid Delgado and wrap this thing up.
Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
What are we waiting for?
Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
You can drive.
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our archangel hasn't already flown. Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
What the hell is this guy doing?
Where do you see a number 3 marked on that door?
Here he is, apartment 3.
Yeah.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad. So how far along are you, Anna?
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right. So how's it going to be when you go into labor and he's not around?
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father. Already he works hard to provide for us.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Souvenirs are a dumb move.
I don't think so.
Difficult to tell whether it's the suspect vehicle from the scene. Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy.
Doesn't tell me anything. Doesn't give me anything to go on. Optimistic, Cole.
Serving breakfast for 2, Anna? You should have cleared up. Diplomatic license plates.
Don't think this is anything. Junk. It doesn't appear to be connected. It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
It looks like Valdez gets his wheel back. You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
His honor?
His honor, Anna?
He said to his friend, tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricon that he is a man.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
3 nights. I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He hasn't come home. He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it. I swear it.
Enough, Anna.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him. He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Then tell us where he is. If your baby is born in prison, Anna...
Then tell us where he is!
We'll take it from you.
If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We'll put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel. We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line? That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year. No wonder Delgado has such an eye for fine art.
We know where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
We know where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
You're behind the wheel.
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while...
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado.
I'm gonna find you!
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others.
This is bullshit.
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado. It's getting away.
I'm gonna find you!
Gonna lose him.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
You're gonna die, Garacho. Step on it, Phelps. Take him out. Come on, you're getting creamed by a kid in a red Ford.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
God damn it, Cole. Hold it steady.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for grand theft auto.
Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricón. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's a man? I should have burned his fucking car.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
That should be 5 stars. That is beautiful. All 5 stars. Homicide case. Okay. Well, that's it.
Text to speech on evade. Text to speech on